Well, video didn't pop off this morning, so I guess we're just gonna get into it. I don't know, dude. That's where my head's at right now. What's up, guys? What is up? Yo. Yeah, barely, man. This is a rough one. I don't feel great. But I'm gonna see what I can get done today. This is a bad one, dude. My son was actually sick a few days ago, and I thought he might have just eaten something bad. You know what I mean? It didn't last as long for him though, and then obviously I came down with something, and it's been brutal. Like, basically just been living on the porcelain throne, man, and sleeping. That's it. Can't hardly eat. And then yesterday my daughter got sick too, so it's a bad one, dude. It's going around the whole house and everything. This is a heating pad, dog. This is a heating pad. Yep, I'm just trying to stay real comfy, dog. Only wearing a scarf. You wish, homie. You wish, dude. You wish. Yeah. Let's turn this music down a second. Oh, man. Nah, this is a heating pad, dude. Trying to stay cozy. In stream. I need to try to get some content in, dude. I will. I don't know if I'll do gaming, but I wanted to try to at least get up and get in a little bit of some news today, so we'll see what we can get done. It's good to see you guys. Oh god, shut up, Wick. You're such a hater, dude. Such a hater. Shay, what's up? Ferret, what's up? Wick, shut up. I can't. It's bad enough I feel like crap, and then I watch my team lose in overtime both the first two games, and then I have to deal with feeling like crap and listening to Wick troll the whole time too. It's flipping brutal. You can't just like be a good sport. You know, the Wick is the worst kind of sports fan. You know what I mean? If his team's not in it, he can't just let other people enjoy their team. You know what I mean? It's like if it's like his team didn't make it, so he's got to just try and make sure that everybody else's team they feel the pain too. You know, it's terrible. Thanks, Caleb. Wick's the worst, dude. He'd just be drinking that haterade all the time, dude. What a butthole, dude. Was he? Yeah, it's probably what it is. He's just hating on me because I give him so much crap about Sidney Crosby being, you know, a piece of glass. That's probably what it is. Basically, yeah. You know, breaks a nail and he goes on the 2-week injured list and stuff. You know what I mean? Nah, don't worry about it, Kayla. I appreciate it. I mean, look, you know, especially last night's game. I feel like the first game we were kind of playing from behind the whole time. We weren't really ready for that game, but yeah, no, that's fine, Ferret. It's all good, dude. Yo, your daughter's pictures are really good, dude. That's awesome. Did she draw those just for us, or did you guys like just find those that she had done before? Yeah, those are really good, dude. So yesterday's game was brutal because the Stars basically had that game on lock. We outplayed them all game long until the third period, and it was like the third period we were just trying to like hold them off. Instead of playing our game, which we were playing all game long, and what was winning us the game, the third period came and we started playing on our heels to try and like just not be aggressive. And that's what lost the game for us, dude. And they wanted it more. It felt terrible to watch, dude. Oh, she drew those for us, dude? Tell her thank you so much. That's amazing, dude. Thank you. Tell her thank you. That's great. That's F. Crosby, dude. Yeah. Yeah, no doubt. F Crosby, dude. You hear that, Wick? F Sidney Crosby, dude. Doesn't he have something to shouldn't he be focusing on Brooklyn Nine-Nine or something like that? Doesn't he have a show to film? You know? Oh man. It's been a brutal one, dude. I'm sorry there hasn't been any content. I hate not streaming, guys. And it's really messed up a lot of my plans for the things that I was trying to get done for the anniversary stream too, so that sucks. I've literally been in bed or the bathroom the past 2 days. That's it. So I don't know, man. We'll see what we can get done today. We'll do some news and see what we might be able to get into gaming wise. I was planning on trying to start V-Rising this week, and I don't have it installed or anything yet, but if I'm feeling up to it, then what I might do is just install it after the news, and we'll just play a little bit of it and get a taste of it, you know. Well, the thing that sucks, dude, is I was like, you know what? I was feeling that, like, I took time off this week anyways, you know, because I felt like I needed it. I needed to get some stuff done. It was really good. I took that time off because I needed it, and then I get sick on top of it, you know what I mean? And it's like, Jesus, like, I don't like taking time off from streaming, but I felt like I needed to get some stuff done, and then it was, of course, I get sick on the back end of it, and so I ended up having to miss more time, which makes me feel even worse, you know? So I appreciate everybody being understanding about it. Dude, I'm not even playing Tears of the Kingdom right now, so you don't have to even worry about that. Yeah, I don't know. I just I played a couple days of it. I'm not feeling it really. I think it just, like I was telling everybody the other day, the last time I streamed, we talked about it. I think I played too much Breath of the Wild here lately, and just need to have a bit more of a break in between trying to start that up. So I'll get it played. It just doesn't feel like the right time right now. I feel too oversaturated with like the Zelda content almost still, you know? Like it just feels too much like I'm jumping back into playing Breath of the Wild again, and I'm not able to, like, I guess, soak it in really the way I might want to. So I just want to take some more time, I guess, a little bit before I dive into it. So we'll do that, but we're gonna play some other stuff, obviously. I'm glad, yeah, a lot of people have. My son's been enjoying it and everything too, and I'm sure it's got a lot of great content. I already saw some stuff that I think is gonna be good. You know, I haven't really begun to break through all the new content or anything like that. It just feels so Breath of the Wild. And I expected that, but I didn't expect to not be ready to dive back into Breath of the Wild yet either. That was a long playthrough, and I just need some more, I think, alternate content before I really am able to fully, I guess, appreciate what the game's going to have to offer. If that makes sense.
Now that we're
Holy
friends
crap,
again,
man.
is it okay if I pet you?
Thanks, dude. Thanks, man.
TheFerret7 just resubscribed for 6 months.
The Ferret 7. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it, man. 6 months, dude. You got the eyeball. You got the eyeball now, dude. Oh, baby. You got the OA badge with the eyeball in it now. It's happening, dude. You're turning into an OA Thulu. You're stuck now, buddy. You're stuck now. You see it? There it is. There it is. You're stuck now, dude. You're part of the cult. You get 6 months in here, dude, and that OA badge starts turning into the Thulu. It's over, dude. You've become part. You know what I mean? You've become part of it. Oh man, thanks, man. I appreciate it very much. Incredible. All right, let's get into it, man. Let's start doing some news. I'm hopeful that I'll be able to get at least part of this stuff finished that I was trying to get done for the 2-year anniversary happen on Wednesday. Let's see here. Dude, we got to do like the past how many hours here? Oh man. Let's see. Doop. Let's go from there to here. That ought to work. We'll do that. Okay. Cool. How you think about Terraria? Yeah, dude, that's like one of the first bosses in that game, isn't it? Or the very first, I think, right? The big eye? Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Maybe you need to dive back in there, man. How long has it been since you played it? Yeah, I have Cthulhu, yeah. Yeah, I think you got it right, dude. Yeah, I think you got it right. Okay, so let's dive into this, man. Sorry, no starting montage this morning, dude. I thought I clicked it, and then I bounced to go grab some more coffee, and I came back and it wasn't playing, and I was like, oh, okay, well, I screwed that up. Sorry, I'm very groggy this morning, dude, just because of all the sickness and everything, so I do apologize, but this is what we're listening to this morning. Loop Hero, baby. That Loop Hero soundtrack, very cool, roguelike, kind of auto-battling RPG game. It's very good game, very cool, and it's got a really cool soundtrack too, so check it out if you're interested, right? Pause that. And let's get into the news. Been a minute? Yeah, I figured. Yeah. Well, this is going to have everybody up in a tizzy. This is one of those games like GTA 6, Bloodborne is, anything that comes out that could possibly be real news doesn't even have to be official. You can, From Software can just put out a tweet that says Bloodborne and nothing else, just says Bloodborne, and the gaming world goes nuts. Yeah, I know, guys. Yeah, I appreciate that too. You guys are so good about that, and I appreciate it. Obviously, you guys know how I feel. I mean, I do this because I love doing this, and I love spending time with you guys, and I love immersing myself in the gaming world and interacting with all of the community and my friendos and stuff. So I just want to try to at least get a little bit of stuff in today. I think I'm trending up. I don't feel as bad as I did the last day I streamed. I woke up that day, dude, I felt terrible. And the past 2 days have been really, really rough. So I don't feel as bad as I did the past 2 days. So I'm definitely not over it. But I'm good enough, dude. I want to get a little bit of time and hang out with you guys for a little bit at least. And I don't know. I don't know that I'll go super long today, because I probably will try to pop out of here and take a rest. And I think I got to wait until my one of my kids gets up that's also not feeling well and check on them, see how they're doing. I might be sick and taking care of a sick kid too. So, but yeah, I mean, I probably won't be like a super long day for gaming or anything if we do gaming. So I appreciate that notion. I really do, guys. It means a lot to me. But we'll get some stuff done. We'll get some news done. We'll see if we can't maybe just taste a little bit of the beginning of V Rising or something. You know what I mean? See what we're in for. And I don't know. Don't forget, Wednesday is the 2-year anniversary. So I'm trying to get rested up for that too. I really hope I'm not still feeling bad by that point, because The 2 year anniversary is on Wednesday. I won't be able to do like a 24-hour stream or anything, but we're gonna be trying to go pretty hard that day, stream for a long time, and have some fun stuff planned. So 1 second, guys. All right. All right. All right. That's good. Whew. Yeah, this is my heating pad. I like it. It's my friend right now. All right. Oh God, dude. This yo. Oh God. You know what? Yeah, you just microwave it, dog. Just microwave it. Yep. Yep. And this one, what does this one have in it? God, why can't I think? This one has a yo, Mithril, what's up, buddy? What's going on, dude? How are you, man? Long time no see, sir. uh, um, I can't think of what this has in it. It's this also has some kind of like, oh God, I'm tripping, dude. I'll think of it later. So it's got a scent in it and everything too, because it's got a flower kind of in it, you know. Yeah, everybody's here too, John. Everybody's like, oh my God, he's alive. Yeah, everybody thought I died, dude. Yo, if you guys haven't seen Alan Wake 2's trailer, it's just been a cinematic so far, I think, for the most part. But dude, this game looks dark and cool. Yo, I missed you guys too. I did. I mean, literally, bro. I've been in bed or just sitting on the porcelain throne, dude. I don't want to get graphic, you know what I mean? But it's been a rough couple of days, dude. Just constant stomach cramps, and bro, it's been terrible. It's been rough. I feel better today. I'm not 100% for sure, but I missed you guys. I did. I missed you guys. Yeah. So you can do they make them out of yeah, so they're you can do rice or like my mom made a bunch of homemade ones. She'll still do it, but my mom's a big seamstress. She sews. She's always sewn. She has like a little home business. She sews and stuff like that. And she but as like gifts and stuff. A number of years ago, she made them out of like I think it was corn. They were made out of some type of corn that they were made out of too, man. And they work really well. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, but that's what this one is. This one's rice with dude, what else is in it? I can't remember what's in this one. Something else. But it smells really good. I can't think this morning at all, dude. I didn't even get my montage started this morning. I can't think. My brain's just totally jacked. Just so foggy. How you doing, Mithril? Alan Wake 2. Dude, this might be some stuff for us to play in Scaratober too. Um Or the right, yeah, right. Yeah. You got to heat it up enough to where it stays hot for good amount of time, though. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's one of those things it's like each one's kind of different. Each one's kind of different. You gotta find that right amount of time. Yeah. GTFO. Yo, I know that game. I'll be honest with you. If I'm gonna play, I've already got a game on the schedule. Yo, check it out. That's not a bad idea, Shay. But yeah, that sweet spot. Yeah. So here's what I'm looking to play. If I'm gonna play a game like that, I'm looking to play the Outlast Trials. Actually, if you guys haven't seen that yet, Outlast Trials is doing really well so far, man. And this is kind of what I have on the schedule for Scaretober right now. Let's just get in here. Where's my flipping? God, my head is such a flipping mess, dude. No, not add sheet, dude. There. Get in here. There we go. So this one right here, right? God dang, dude, I'm dying. Stop it, man. I messed this sheet all up now. Look at this noise. I have this one. Oh, Jesus. Okay. So, Choo Choo Charles, World of Horror, Signalis. I forgot it steals Bramble the Mountain King and Outlast Trials right now. Oh, Outlast Trials. Yeah. It's doing really well right now. So just so you guys know, I haven't even had my PC on for 2 days. That's how sick I've been, dude. My PC has been off for 2 days, and that does not happen, dude. I have not even touched my PC until from the day I quit streaming. That day that I did the news, and I was like, God, I'm sick. You know, I'm just doing the news, whatever. I was sick. Or I did the news, and I played a little bit of Grounded. I quit streaming. I put the PC to sleep, dude. I just turned it back on, man, to stream again. That does not ever happen. So Outlast Trials right here. You can see already, man, this game just hit early access on the 18th of May. This thing has almost 8,000 reviews at this point of 94% positive. People are loving this right now, man. And one of the reasons that I kind of want to play this Scaretober too is that I played both the other Outlast games last Scaretober. So the fact that we played both the other Outlast games last Scaretober, I think would be cool to go ahead and like jump into the trials this year. Plus, we can do multiplayer with it, you know, which is pretty cool. So where a lot of the games that I play during Scaretober are probably going to have like mostly single player vibes. It'll give us something to throw in there that we can play together, you know, if anybody else is interested in playing. I think that's pretty neat. So I haven't looked into it deeply yet, but so far it looks like a lot of people are really enjoying it. And that's exciting, I think. So I've already got it on the schedule as something we can play. GTFO, you know, I've had people tell me I should try that. I've had people tell me that you know, this and Phantasmagoria and games like that, you know. I'm not against those at all. I'm definitely not against those. And it's something to keep in mind. Shay, have you played much of this? Yeah. Okay, so Mithra, I'll throw that in like the same space as something like. So I'll tell you right now, Grounded for me is not going to be anywhere near. Yo, Davey, what's up, buddy? Is not going to be anywhere near something I would consider be putting into a horror month of playthroughs, right? I know that other people would consider it that. Yeah. Yeah. Well, this is what I was going to compare it to. So the same thing is like at the beginning of the year. What was it like? End of February, end of January, beginning of February. We played The Forest, right? Pinky and I played The Forest together, and the whole time we were playing The Forest, we had people going, "Yo, Worst, what's up, dude?" Oh yeah, oh nice, dude. Cool, man. Yeah, I haven't even been playing Warframe at all. Dude. I've been too wrapped up in other stuff and being sick. What's up, man? So it's like when we played The Forest, we had all kinds of people going, "Man, I can't play this. I can't play this game. It's too scary." And the whole time I was playing that game, I was thinking, this game's not scary. Like even The Forest is not a game that I would consider putting into a horror playthrough or like a horror month playthrough. You know what I mean? It's just it doesn't have that vibe to me. I'm talking like I want stuff that's like Outlast, Resident Evil, Dead Space. You know, I want the real horror vibe stuff. You know what I mean? Oh, right on, Worst. Yeah, man. Okay. Probably won't consider GTFO horror then. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of what I was getting ready to get at was like um I'm not against like potentially playing this at some point at all, but I don't know that this is something I would necessarily put on the horror playthrough. You know what I mean? Cuz for me, it's not necessarily going to give that vibe. Like Alien Isolation or Soma or you know things like that where you're definitely getting creeped out while you play it, you know. And to be fair, quite often when you play multiplayer games, you don't get the same kind of spooky element either. So I will say that like while I played The Forest, had I played it solo, it might have been a bit creepier, maybe, maybe. But I never really, I mean, even whenever I was playing that game solo before Pinky hopped in and stuff, it didn't seem all that. What was scaring me in that game was like animals that I couldn't see running by me and stuff because it'd be like a sound real quick and I'd be like, what? You know what I mean? But the cannibals weren't scary or anything, you know? It was like, but, you know, possibly playing it single player would have been a bit more freaky than doing multiplayer, stuff like that. Yeah. Dark and high tension. Yeah, I can understand that, Shay, for sure. Yeah, I can understand that. Uh-huh. Yeah. And I think that's where you'll probably get the same thing out of something like Outlast Trials. You know what I mean? I think you'll probably get the same thing out of something like that game. What is this? Like a clone of Grounded? Okay. I think you're going to get the same thing out of Outlast Trials. Because you can play this game solo, by the way. If you guys didn't know, I'll just watch the trailer real quick while we talk about it. You can play this game solo or as a group, right? And, so...
I need somebody who's not going to be missed when they vanish.
I think that if you play it solo, it's probably going to have more of a spooky vibe than it would multiplayer, but I don't know. I am interested in playing it just because we played the both Outlast games, which didn't have multiplayer, right? Last Scaretober, and it might give us something of a nice thing to let some people jump into multiplayer wise while we do Scaretober, which could be a nice change. Oh, nice, Davey's sick, dude. Yo, that's like my second favorite game of all time, man. I love that game. Ferret, 7 days. We played a little bit of 7 days, you know, and it just, I don't know. That game is so janky, dude. I just feel like there's better stuff to play for Scaretober. I'm not necessarily against maybe taking another dive back into 7 Days to Die at some point. It just doesn't feel like a Scaretober game to me. It doesn't feel scary, dude. That game doesn't feel scary, really. The scariest thing about it is how janky it is. The scariest thing about it is how it's been in early access for 9 years. You know what I mean? Riker? I don't think so. Is it a game? Are we talking about a game? Bioshock vibes? Yo, have you seen Miss Bat, what's up? Have you seen the game coming out that's like Bioshock? Big Diablo streamer? Oh, no, no. Dude, I don't have enough time to keep up with my own my own content, let alone keep up with other content creators anymore. So, yeah, no, man. No. They are making a fourth Bioshock. It's supposed to be an open world environment game, but there's also another game coming out that looks very, very, very Bioshock. Here, I'll show you. For those of you that are interested, I mean, we've seen it before. What was it? The Game Awards at the end of last year. We saw a trailer for it. I'll show it to you real quick. Judas, look this game up. Look this game up. So this is not Bioshock, right? But this is from some of the creators of Bioshock, and it looks very, very Bioshock. So if you're into those games, you might look at Judas. This is a game in development right now. But yeah, they're making Bioshock 4 as well. And I just hope it's a lot more like, personally, Bioshock 1 and 2 were above Infinite, but I know other people that liked Infinite a lot. It just wasn't really my jam, you know. But yeah, check out Judas. This is supposed to be from some of the creators of the Bioshock games, and it looks very, very Bioshock. Also, you might check out Atomic Heart if you haven't seen that. If you haven't seen that, this one right here, here. This has some Bioshock vibes to it also. And it's rated fairly well. It's like do they have Metacritic? Yeah, 75 on Metacritic. People, I don't think it blew people away, but it was a decent experience for most people. It had a real long development process. It got delayed a couple times, stuff like that. And there's been some thoughts about ties to the Russian state behind the developer and stuff like that. So there's a little bit of sketchiness maybe going on there. But ultimately, Atomic Heart as well, Miss Bat. If you're into the Bioshock stuff or anybody else, Atomic Heart might be a play for you as well. Killing Floor 2, I haven't played it. I'm familiar with it. But I haven't played it. I mean, it's a thought. So as we get closer to Scaretober, we'll throw some of that stuff into the mix, depending on. Once we get about a month away, I'm really going to start trying to narrow down how much time we're going to have for the entire month and how much, what games specifically we are most interested in playing. So the reason it came up this morning is because of the Alan Wake 2 stuff. If you guys haven't seen Alan Wake 2, this game looks gnarly right now. I'm really hoping that it follows through with how good it looks so far. But I've never played Alan Wake 1 either, so I don't know. We might have to try to get Alan Wake, the first Alan Wake, played beforehand or something. I don't know. But I don't know that the first Alan Wake's going to be good for a horror horror month playthrough, but the Alan Wake 2 does look like it might be, so I don't know. Pull up the Bloodborne Insider stuff. This is, again, this is not going to be official Bloodborne stuff, but anytime anything Bloodborne pops off, the gaming world just goes insane, you know? Oh, no, that's fine, Davey. I don't care. Yeah. Yeah. Looks like Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater Remake isn't going to be a PlayStation exclusive. Good, dude. That's good. All right, let's see what else we got. Like China's been the latest to approve Microsoft's acquisition of Activision Blizzard, so there's no need to really dive into that. That's about all we need to know there. Probably be a long news segment this morning, depending on how much stuff has gone on since I've been sick, guys. But I'll try to hit on all of it. I've got our date range set for the past few days, so. Yeah, dude, I don't believe that this game's real. By the way, I don't believe it. I mean, this is one of those really bad situations for a developer, I think. You know, when you talk about Ubi, right? Ubisoft has not been doing great over the past couple of years, anyways. And you talk about Skull and Bones, which has been one of their big projects. This game's been delayed from their initial official announcement of a release date. It's now been delayed 6 to 7 times, something of that nature. And last year they even had a dedicated showcase for it, right? And it's been delayed a couple times even after that. That's a pretty bad look. And it really makes you wonder what's going on inside a developer's process that things can be going so awry. You know, this game's been in development a very long time. And what can be going so wrong that, you know, they can have a dedicated showcase over, like, what was it, an hour and a half long? Something like that, I think. Hour and a half long showcase in anticipation of the release of the game. And then when the game had already been delayed 4 or 5 times before that. And then end up still delaying the game even afterwards numerous times. And there's something wrong at Ubi, dude. I think this is one of the big shining lights that just is like showing what they need to get right. You know, they've got a lot of stuff that doesn't seem to click, man. And I think Skull and Bones is really just the epicenter of being able to showcase exactly what's wrong with them right now. Not that everything they do is bad, but for a big developer like that to have so many issues, it's not you know, there's something wrong. They lean so heavy, so heavy on the things, you know, like just trying to pump out as much Assassin's Creed as they can non-stop. You know, it feels like that's the only thing really keeping them afloat almost. I don't know. It's a tough thing to see, really. You know, a lot of these big developers that at one point we all were enamored by, and then they just start basically internally just imploding. It's like they just lose. I don't know. It's just they get too big to manage. I don't know what it is. A Lego Pac-Man system? No, no. It looks like this is a retro gaming collection from Lego. I don't even know. I don't know. Can you even here? I'll link it for you. I'll let you take a look at it. Sometimes these Lego things are like they can be actually interactive things, and at other times it's just for looks and stuff. But I'll let you take a look at it, Miss Bat. There it is. I don't know if it's actually going to be something you can game on or not. It could be, though. If it is, I'm guessing it's just built on like a low-level Raspberry Pi system or something. Which those things are amazing. So not for nothing. Those are really good. All right. Isn't playable? Yeah, that's what I kind of figured. Yeah. They've done a lot of that kind of stuff. Like what was the last one I saw from Lego was like an Atari 2600 replica kind of thing that you can make with Legos. It was very expensive, but you couldn't even like it was very Legos are flipping expensive, dude. Legos are stupid pricey. It's insane. Um and it was I think that was the last one I saw too, and I was like, oh cool, because that's what it kind of baited me also. I was like, oh, you can make an Atari 2600 like with Legos and stuff, and I pulled it, and that's all it was. It was just like it wasn't interactive. It wasn't something you could actually throw old cartridges in or anything. It wasn't, you know what I mean? No, yeah. Right, yeah, yeah. Oh, that's some sort of wind up thing on the side of the place. Oh, right on, right on. I'll tell you what, dude. If Lego actually got into the ballgame when they started collaborating on some of these developers on like making some retro like cabinets and stuff that were actually fully interactable, that'd be pretty dope. You'd probably have a lot of people buy into that. There are a lot of people who love Legos out there. Yeah, well, Davey, I don't necessarily disagree with everything that he said on that front. And what I've said this entire time is that, if I can sit back and watch, and I've said this from the get go too. As far as your last statement there goes, from his quote, anyone that boycotts Blizzard or Diablo will most likely have no effect. I've said that for a long time. It's just a personal thing for me. I don't feel comfortable playing their games. I never said that this was never something where I was like trying to be the catalyst behind getting other people to stop playing their games or anything like that either. But, he's welcome to his opinion, and that's fine. So, this is what I'll say, and this is what I've said the whole time. This is what they would be expensive, Ferret. You're right. Yeah, they would be. Those Lego things would be stupid expensive. Lego's already expensive. Then if you made them like actually playable and interactable, they'd be really, really pricey. So the thing I've said the whole time is that, I'm hopeful that they're changing. But one of the last things that they did that really made it to where I felt like I needed to boycott them was the Diablo Immortal stuff. It was gross. That was not that long ago. Okay? So, you've still got like he wants to say that everybody that was part of what Blizzard used to be is not there anymore. That's not true. Mikey Barra, who is like one of the, who is he? Like the president of Blizzard or whatever. He was heavily promoting Diablo Immortal, and I feel like that's disgusting because that game was so stupid heavy pay to win, and that was the last straw for me, dude, with that company. Like that's not the company I grew up being in love with. You know what I mean? And like I said before, I never expected to be the catalyst behind the change to get people to. I wasn't trying to get other people to boycott them or whatever. It's a personal thing for me. I do think that trying to get people to realize that whether it be Blizzard or EA or Ubi or Square Enix the list goes on and on and on. These companies that keep that have transformed and from these developers that we were once in love with to these more scummy, gross developers nowadays. I think at least should prompt people to take a hard look at whether you should, at the very least, be pre-ordering and buying games from them day one, you know? And personally for me with Blizzard, I just I don't want to be a part of it anymore. And I've said this for a while now too. If I see change from them moving forward in positive ways, I don't ever expect them to be the company they ever were. But if I saw change in them in positive ways that made me feel like they were on the up and up moving forward, then I would, start playing their games again probably. But it's going to take time. There's been, from Diablo 3 all the way through Diablo Immortal, that's a long time that I gave them to watch them just fall. It's going to take a long time to build that trust back up with me, And as much as it hurts to not play Diablo 4, I don't care to play Blizzard games anymore. It's not the same company they were for me. So, can't be mad at companies. There's a difference between companies. Look, I say this all the time, dude. Tabo, what's up, buddy? There's a way to still. You act like the only way for. Wait, god dang, dude, you're such a troll. You're such a troll. I'm all right. I'm not 100%. I'm not even close to that, but I'm here, dude. I am here. So we talk about this stuff a lot. Wick's probably just trying to troll and get me a bit riled up. So I'm just going to address this real quick. And the fact that we talk a lot about there's something to be said for, it's not like there's not money being made in this industry. There's a lot of money being made in this industry. You want to talk about what they need to keep making money for what? So they can throw 600, 700 million into the development of a game where half of it goes into the budget and then the game comes out and it's a piece of trash. Bite me, dude. You know what I mean? It'd be different if, like, what they need to raise the price to $70 because they need bigger budgets for worse games. Shut up. I'm not buying it, dude. I'll beat the crap out of you with this heating pad, dude. I know you would like it too. Price of games goes up, dog. Okay. You're no, dude. Stop. They wanted to call inflation. Like you're just trying to get me riled up. We've talked about this. Wix and plastic. Yeah, okay. There was all kinds of other monetization going on in the industry, dude. There was all kinds of other monetization going on in the industry. They didn't need to raise prices of games at the retail value. Because I pay attention to this stuff, dude. Unlike you, all you do is troll about other people's hockey teams because the Penguins suck and they didn't make it to the playoffs this year for the first time in 16 years. And they shuttered their entire flipping front office. That's all you care about. Because I keep up with the numbers, dude. How much money they're making, profit in the industry off of microtransactions, in-game monetization, and things like that, where they didn't. And then you're talking about how much money they want to spend on the development of a game when you're talking about a mediocre AAA game is at like $500 million budget nowadays, where only half of that's being spent on the quality of the game. The other half's on the marketing, and then the game comes out and it's a piece of trash. So we're getting railroaded by trash products where they keep saying they need more money for it. They need more money, but they're just pushing out trash to us. What do you mean, dude? See, Wick knows what he's doing. He's getting me riled up. Whatever. Whatever. Okay, look, man. As far as the gaming industry goes and the way I feel about it, there's something to be said for companies that do things the right way. Companies that still make good products, take care of their consumer, right? As opposed to these companies, developers and publishers that make crap products, don't take care of their consumer, don't give a crap about their fan base, and deserve to die off, right? They want to keep making more money for crappier products. I don't care about their business. Their business can die, dude. Whatever. You know, I mean, that's yeah, business is about making money, absolutely. But you can't expect to continue to survive and thrive if you just continue to take advantage of the consumer and not take care of the consumer while you're also producing a quality product. That's not the way it works. It's not business, dude. That's dying. And as far as I'm concerned, there are a lot of these developers that have gotten away with it for much longer than they should have. But they're trending downwards because of that fact. And so, in my opinion, somebody like Blizzard, while I'm absolutely willing to stand by and watch them and give them a chance to get better and potentially become a player of their games again, I, for a long time, have watched them and have seen the trash, crappy stuff, not only in their product, but the way they've handled their own internal management, stuff like that. They've still got Bobby Kotick sitting at the top of their company, you know, who was the head of all of that in the first place. There are things that are still wrong. So for the quote that we saw just a little bit ago from Davey as well, Bobby Kotick's still in that company, brother. And he was at the head of that company when all that terrible stuff went down too. So I'm not going to buy that entire quote that came down from that, you know, influencer or whatever that I heard, because that's not entirely true, man. All right, Tabo, it's good to see you, buddy. Well, this is what I'm talking about, Wick. I mean, you know, um, there are certain companies that have gotten away with it for much too long, as far as I'm concerned, and that's why I don't. I mean, I quit playing NHL games a long time ago. If you think I'm the only person that's quit playing those kinds of games, you're wrong. Is it the majority of people? No, but there are people in the industry. There are gamers that have stopped playing these games from these specific developers and stuff because they're tired of it, dude. So, I mean, you act like I'm the only person in the world that has seen through a lot of this crappy stuff that's going on. And I mean, to be fair, I mean, yeah, gaming's always supposed to be about having fun and stuff like that. But at the same time, for the kind of person I am and how much time and passion I have for the industry and the gaming as a whole, I'm not going to keep. What? I'm not going to keep investing. I'm not going to keep helping those companies. I think that I know there are a lot of people that have seen it the same way I do. They don't support them either. There still are a lot of people that do. But I don't know. You be who you want to be, dude. I'm still going to be who I want to be. Yeah, I know. I know that. I literally just said that. Like about 4 or 5 minutes ago. Don't you have some smoothies to make or something? Yo, Fat Pat, what's up, dog? So, I mean, I don't care. People can take up for Blizzard, or people can be like Wick and be like, oh, well, companies just need to make money, so they're going to do whatever they want to do. And, so, I mean, to be fair, if anybody knows where, be careful of Wick's smoothies. Those might not be the best quality smoothies in the world with the way his business mind works. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, Tabo sounds good, dude. Um, might not be the best quality smoothies you're gonna get. If he's taking up for all these trash game developers and stuff. He'd be putting some like fruit and veggies and stuff in there that are like turning over and be like, that's okay, man. It's not gonna, hurt anybody too much. You know what I mean? Not gonna hurt anybody too much. We'll just throw it all in there and mix it up. They'll probably be fine. That's basically Wick's business mind. You know what I mean? Oh, he's mad, dude. He's so angry right now. He's angry because he knows I'm right, too. Such an angry boy. Go make some half rotten smoothies, dude. I don't charge anything. Dude. All I ask is people come have fun, dude. That's it. Oh. To read health levels. I don't charge anything. Yeah. Let's get back into this. You got me on a rant, dude. So, yeah, I mean, look, everybody's obviously, as far as, and Davey and I have had these conversations before and everything. I think, there are obviously certain people that are just gamers that don't care to be invested in the business side of it and some of the scummy things that go on, and they'd rather just focus on the games and if they can have fun playing the games and stuff like that. But I think that's where I have such an issue, is that there are so many companies that just keep spewing out trash products, and that's what gets me invested in that side of it, right? I mean, whether you want to talk, I mean, dude, you can go take a look at the list of AAA games that have come out from the beginning of this year to this point, and list them out in like good and bad, just performance wise. Just go performance wise, and it's overwhelmingly bad. It's terrible, man. And for me, it's important to raise awareness about it. I think that's just my thing. Boycott your food, anyways. Wick is flipping. You know why Wick's so upset? Wick's upset because I haven't been here in 2 days. That's what it is. Wick gets angrier and angrier the less OA he gets. You know what I mean? I can like he can see my health meter. I can see his OA meter, dude, and it is running on empty. So he's like he's at like about 10% right now, which is like just absolute tilt mode, dude. And he's just freaking out. He's just freaking out because he hasn't had enough OA for the past 2 days, And then I was off for a few days before that too, you know. So he's just having a really hard time right now. Oh, dude. Oh, Jesus. I mean, if you want to put it that way, dude. I mean, I get a $5 a month charge too, and I get what, like 4 to 5 streams from you. So, I mean, which way do you want to look at it, dog? 4 to 5 streams from you a month for a $5 charge, or what? There it is. There it is. There it is. Thinking about turning what off? The stream? No, dude. No. Or my stream. Your stream or my stream? Nah. Just do what you can do, dude. I mean, do you still enjoy it? Yo, everybody go check out Wick's channel. The Ultimate Troll. Yo, where's my bot? Dude, there. The Ultimate Troll. We got a few friendos up in here right now. Is Fat Pat still up in here? Where's Fat Pat at? Yeah. What's up, Fat Pat? How you doing, buddy? We all stream from my stream. Woo! Oh, dude. There's Fat Pat too. Yo, did they? What's up with Fortnite, by the way, dude? With all the ranked stuff, man. Did they ever get that sorted out? Wick was talking a bunch of trash about it. Have any of our other streamer friendos up in here right now? I don't think so. I don't know. Miss Bat, you been streaming? When was the last time you streamed? Ranked is fun. Well, Wick was saying that Fall Guys, huh? Some Fall Guys, nice. Oh, nice, Fat Pat. Nice, dude. That's sick, man. You guys should check these individuals out. They deserve the follows and the love. Well, Wick doesn't really, but you should still check him out. No, I'm playing. He does. He does. What you guys need to do is follow Wick. That way, whenever he is live, you can just troll him out like he comes in here and trolls us. You know what I'm saying? All right. All right. Do we have any other streamer friendos in here right now? Yo, let me know if I missed anybody and I'll shout you out. Wick's got me really sidetracked here. Let's get some more news going. Wick was saying that like the ranked stuff on Fortnite was like, so I already heard they got rid of trips. We read that the other day. They got rid of trips, which was gross. There was a lot of people. Don't say that. I'm a real streamer. Sure you are. Too late. I already did. Can't take it back. No takesy backsies. Yeah, trios is gone, right? Wick was saying that in no build mode though, there was like only one match mode that was getting ranked, as opposed to build mode. Duos only? What? Why? What a weird play, dude. So what? So in build mode, server balancing? So in build mode, solo, duos, trips, quads. Do they have anything above quads? I don't really play Fortnite. all of it's ranked, right? But then no build, all you have is duos. Hmm. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Cool. Thanks, guys. Thanks. Hmm. Yeah. Okay. Do they just not have enough people that are interested in doing no build as like competitive, like tournament stuff, or what? Or they just stick with it because that's what it is? It was traditionally always, or do you know? Let's go one more page here and see what else we got. PlayStation Boss shares disappointing news for PC players. Fantastic. Yeah, yo, if you haven't grabbed this already, Death Stranding's free on Epic right now, guys. That's a pretty big giveaway. So, um, you should go grab that. Again, I promote this all the time, even if you're not a PC gamer right now. You can just go to their website, create an account, and start grabbing free games every week. It doesn't cost anything at all. The account's free, the games are free, and if you ever decide to become a PC gamer at some point in the future, you're going to have a library of games built up. I have like creeping up on 300 games at this point just on Epic that I've gotten almost entirely for free. And there are a lot of notable games in there too. So, highly recommend people, if you have an Epic account, you should be going and grabbing this game if you haven't already. If you don't, now is a great time to start, okay? See what else we got. Oh, dude, I think so we've already got something up, and we've kind of hit on this before, but it looks like this is coming back into the limelight a bit. Game Pass losing 5 more games at the end of May. Let's look at our other search real quick. Where'd Wick go? Is he having to go make some of those rotten smoothies or what? He just like he was so invested in trolling out, dude. And there he is. He's so angry that I haven't been here, dude. You really did get me ranting this morning, though, dude. Kudos to you. You know what you're doing to me. I got you riled up too, though. Yo, what are the Penguins going to do next year with no front office, dude? Bakura release date. What is this? We'll see what this is. Planet of Lana review. We've seen this game. I'm not. We'll take it. We'll summarize that real quick. Maybe look at the trailer again for people. Yo, what is it about these smaller consoles that everybody likes? I've never been a fan. Whenever I would buy consoles, I always wanted like the bigger, chunkier consoles, dude. I don't know why. But I am kind of glad. Snack sized. Yeah, okay. Yeah. I wonder how much smaller it's going to be. Well, we'll pull this up, see if they actually. I think this is clickbait. I don't think they actually know. Bro, I probably told you guys this before, but so I used to be a jet engine mechanic. I worked on giant aircraft. I'll pull them up. I worked on massive aircraft, dude. I'll show you what they look like. So this is what I worked on. This guy, and you can see like these are like what a fighter looks like. You know what I mean? Um, they were huge. They were huge. You could fit all kinds of stuff up inside of these guys, and at one point, they are massive. They don't look like they should fly. When they're taking off, they're so slow. It looks like they should just drop out of the sky. But it's actually insane seeing how much stuff can be loaded onto these planes. It's really wild. Not even just down below. They've got an entire section where they can put people up inside of it too. Ever fix any? Nah, dude. Nah, I just worked on them. But what's funny, man, is everybody that like like I worked with. So around the time that I was working on these, we had another plane that came out that was called the C-17, and they're like it's like this guy right here. It's smaller, but it's still pretty big. But or it might be this one. It's this one. It's smaller, but it's still pretty big. And there was like this kind of war between us, and somebody had printed up a bunch of stickers. And handed them out to everybody. Everybody was going around out on the flight line and sticking them on everything, like on fire extinguishers and everything. And that's what it said. It said size matters. It said C5 size matters. And because it was a big war, you know, between like the two. Yeah, are you? And we got in a ton of trouble for it. Because there were just stickers everywhere. There were just stickers all over the place. You know what I mean? I don't know who actually like. I never knew who actually made these stickers, but they were good. They were good stickers. It said like C5 size matters, and it was they were everywhere, dude. And there was a big like to do about it. Like a bunch of people got pissed. like bigwigs got pissed, and they're like they had to all be taken down, and no more could be put up and stuff. That's sorry, it just reminded me of that. That's kind of wild. That was a while back, man. Yeah, dude, that's definitely a quote for that plane, no doubt. Um, I'm not gonna dive into this. Assassin's Creed Mirage is currently got like a leaked date of October for release. It's set in Baghdad. They're supposed to be taking the game back to a traditional game style more than like what we saw recently in like Assassin's Creed Valhalla. That's the gist of what you need to know, man. As we get official stuff, we'll dive into it. But for now, it's just a bunch of the same kind of stuff. Xbox sale, we'll take a peek at that. Bat Boy release date? I've not even heard of this game. Sweet baby Zuckerberg. Oh, I'm a mess, yo. Tarkov open map global event ongoing, apparently. Take a quick peek. Yo, here you go, Wick. Current inflation market has forced consumers to more carefully weigh spending on nice to have entertainment products like video games as they struggle because video games are more expensive than ever. There you go, dude. You know, what from Call of Duty? Yo, let's stick with this. Let's stick with this. Bloodborne Insider shares new proof of PC version. Yo, there was we came across a dude probably about half a year ago, man. We came across an article that was talking about how somebody had proof there was like actually PlayStation had a PC version of Bloodborne made. They just never released it. Notable Bloodborne insiders shared further proof that a PC version of the beloved action game has existed in some capacity in the past. For years at this point, fans have been loudly making it known to Sony that they want to see Bloodborne become the next PlayStation game ported to PC. Currently, Sony has brought over various titles: Horizon, God of War, Days Gone, Marvel, Spider-Man. Bloodborne has remained on the sidelines, even though it seemed like this won't be changing anytime soon. It looks like Bloodborne has definitely been up and running on PC previously. Shared by Lance McDonald, it looks like official images from Bloodborne on PC have been uploaded to the game's wiki page on Fandom. McDonald notes that screenshots of oil urns from Bloodborne were uploaded to this wiki from Marcos Dominich, who is an environment artist that previously worked at From Software. McDonald went on to also specify that these images seem to have been pulled directly from a full PC build of Bloodborne rather than simply a beta version of the game on this platform. As such, it seems clear that From Software has internally had Bloodborne operating on PC. Sorry. It's worth stressing that, yeah, just because Bloodborne may have been up and running on PC at one point doesn't mean this version of the game will ever be released to the public. If what McDonald has found here is true, begs the question of why PlayStation has never more strongly pursued releasing Bloodborne on PC. Look, man. Because this is what Sony does. What a troll, dude. um it's like I mean, it took them forever to get Demon Souls on remade and everything too, right? That came to PC, didn't it? Didn't Demon Souls come to PC, or did it just go PS5? Did it just go PS5? PS4, PS5? Is that all it did? Yeah, I think so, right? Yeah, just PS5. Okay. Well, I mean, here's the deal. I think that it's kind of in the same space as Demon Souls, though. I think that what they're going to do is they're going to remake it. When did Demon Souls originally come out? So this got remade in 2020. When did Demon Souls? What was the original release date? It was a PS3 game. I know that. So probably like 2012, maybe 2011. God, not the flipping remake, dude. Jesus Christ. Why? 2009. Okay, 2009. So 11 years. 11 years, and then they remade it for... So hear me out here. Hear me out. $2015. And no, I don't. Demon Souls was a remake, dude. I know what you're doing. You're trying to confuse people. You need to stop it. You don't even know how video gaming business works, dude. You don't even know what the fiscal year is. You know what I mean? So hear me out here. As much as people want some of these games on PC, we know how bad PlayStation is at this stuff, right? So, even though PlayStation has developed this entire different segment of PlayStation PC now, and they're saying they're going to be more devoted to putting games on PC, we know what that means. That means we're not necessarily going to have to wait as long for some of their games on PC, but we're still going to be waiting. And that doesn't mean all their games are coming to PC either. So really all that did was tell us that they're going to be making peripherals that are going to be nicer for PC as well as PlayStation. They're also going to be bringing some of their games to PC sooner than they originally would have. That's about it, right? You take a game like Bloodborne and what it means to its fan base, right? And if you really think about what they could do with this and what it would mean for them as a proprietary game, even, one of the reasons they don't even want to release it as like just the original on PC, because they want people staying on their hardware. And this is a big, big title for that, right? So if you think about the fact that in about 3 years, we're going to be embarking on, the next iteration of PlayStation. So PlayStation 6, if that's what they want to call it, whatever the next PlayStation console is, it'll be about 3 years from now, right? So 3 years from now, we're talking Bloodborne will be roughly 11 years old. Which, if you look at the timeline of like what they did with Demon Souls, that's just about on par, right? So they totally remade Demon Souls, and that was a big buy-in for a lot of people. That was a big buy-in for a lot of people to buy PlayStation console. being able to play the Demon Souls game that never went to any other console. Bloodborne's an even bigger deal. Bloodborne's an even bigger deal. So while there are so many people that keep wanting and asking, when are we going to get it on another platform? You're not going to get it because PlayStation's not stupid. And what they're going to do is they're going to hold on to this. They're probably going to start, if they haven't already in some form or fashion begun some kind of, remake for this title, they're going to remake it for their next console. That is my thought. Anyways, I don't think that's too far-fetched for them to do this. Otherwise, we would have already had it on PC or whatever, But that's a big play for them. It's a big play for them. Proprietary title, again, just on PlayStation, totally remade, and it's got a huge fan base behind it. So, you act like I don't see the difference between a smart business move and scummy tactics. This is just kind of smart, dude. You little troll. So while people keep wanting, they're going, oh, well, there was a PC version. It just never came out. They might have toyed around with some stuff. Who knows? Maybe it was just some version that they had that they were developing on they were developing, and it was really primarily for PlayStation. They were just developing it on some PC hardware or something. You know what I mean? And people got some screenshots of it. Who knows, dude? But I think this is actually what's going to happen. Mark my words, dude. I think this is just too big of a title for them to go, yeah, we'll just go ahead and release, the original version on PC right now. I think they might do that maybe after it comes out on their next console as a remake or whatever, but I doubt it. It's just too big, dude. Too big. It's smart to make money in a way that helps you make money in the long run. Longevity, dude. If all you're thinking short game, you're going to die, right? If you're not taking care of things, taking care of your customer, making quality products, and you're just trying to scum people out, it's not going to last very long. If you're only putting rotten food in your smoothies, you might sell some initially. People aren't going to keep coming back, dude. It's inevitable. Or you're just going to get shut down by a health inspector. But Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater remake isn't a PlayStation exclusive. Insider gaming sources have revealed that the Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater remake will not be a PlayStation exclusive despite the rumors online. Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater remake is arguably one of Konami's worst kept secrets, with it being understood that the announcement will be made at the PlayStation Showcase on Wednesday. We will be watching this, by the way. Also, Wednesday is the 2-year anniversary. I'm not going to have as much stuff done for the anniversary as I wanted to have done, but we'll stream. We'll have a nice long stream on Wednesday as long as I'm feeling recouped, dude, as long as I'm feeling healthy. So I'm still hoping to have some new things for you guys to play around with, and it should be a good time, but not quite as much as what I wanted, so I'm just going to apologize in advance. But we're just going to do a bunch of community games. We're just going to have some fun. Probably a little bit of Grounded. We'll do some Garfield Kart. Who knows, maybe some Rocket League. Fall Guys. It'll just be a day of doing a whole bunch of like community games, fun games. And then, we'll watch a bunch of clips over from games we've played over the past year. It'll be good. We'll have a good time. I think, God, I don't even want to talk about food right now. It makes me want to. It's turning my stomach over, but I'm probably gonna grab. Obviously we got to have an ear of raw corn because that's tradition, right? Fortnite ranked? Oh no, 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 no. I don't like Fortnite, dude. I don't like Fortnite. That game does not appeal to me, man. But I'm probably gonna grab a meat mountain from Arby's so I can show you guys what a meat mountain is and show you how to eat one properly. And if they're still serving double downs at KFC, man, I'm gonna grab a double down as well. A double stack? What the heck's a double stack, dude? I think you're double stacked. I don't even know what that means. Miss Pat. Throwing me mounts. Yo, me too. Ow, it hurts, dude. Oh my God, my stomach. Ow. God dang it. Oh, double stack is a Wendy's burger? Is it really? Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't do Wendy's really, so I didn't know that. Yeah, the double down, baby. I'm gonna go for that double down. Wick's yelling in chat, dude. He's so jacked up this morning. He's just yelling in chat. Just caps lock nonstop, dude. Yeah. This bat has multiple Meat Mountain trophies. Yo, me too. Okay, Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday, dude. Wednesday it is. Yeah. We schedule out games. Yeah, we'll probably we'll try to do that like after the news today or something. Why? That's probably what we'll try to do today. I don't know if I'll game today, but we'll try to schedule out some games and stuff. Grounded in the afternoon, sure. Yeah, man. Have you played Grounded? Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, dude. And Miss Bat wanted to play too? Is that what she said? So I probably won't be able to do a 24-hour stream like I did last year, especially since I'm trying to recover now too from being sick. But just the stream setup's not as in a as nice of a spot as it used to be for doing really, really like overnight streams. It's just not as nice for the family. It would end up keeping people up and stuff. So, okay, yeah. Yeah, Sonic, what's up, man? You don't care about Miss Meat Mountain? I do. I care about all of you. That's pretty rude, dude. Wait, wanting to do what? Psych? Oh no, what's happening? Bro, Psych, Wick is on one today, dude. He's been so mad that I haven't been around to stream, dude. He's so upset, bro. Oh yeah, Ferret. Yeah, I've eaten about 3 or 4 of them. Yeah, they're like $13 or $14 burgers, dude. Not a meal, just a burger is like 13 or 14 bucks, I think. Yeah. Well, I mean, for a normal person, it's very American, is it not? Yeah, America. You know. The first time I ever ate one was after a Tough Mudder. I did a Tough Mudder, which was like 13-mile obstacle course stuff, dude, and I was so spent afterwards. I was so hungry. When the first place we saw afterwards was an Arby's, so we stopped and they had. It was whenever they had first come out. They don't actually promote them very often anymore, but when they first came out, it was all over the place, and they were like on the menu and stuff. They're like kind of like a secret menu item most time anymore, but they almost always have them if you ask for them. And yeah, I ordered one that night after I'd ran that Tough Mudder, dude, and I just destroyed that thing. Triple meat doesn't even compare, though, dog. Doesn't even compare. How many different kinds of meat do we have on that meat mountain, dude? The meat mountain is literally every kind of meat. Yeah, dude. Yeah. I mean, I'm just going to do it because the anniversary stream and stuff. Oh, did it pop off, dude? Hold on. Let's see if it happened. Come on.
Binary solo 0000001 0000011
There it is.
0000111.
I figured that's what Sonic was talking about, some text to speech stuff. Yeah. Oh, it's been this for a long time. Yeah. I mean, I can change to whatever we want. We can try some different ones. Yeah, the voices changed a little bit though. Last week was robot voice. Are you sure you're not thinking about? So the text to speech from like that comes up with the redemption is a different voice than the one that pops off from anything that comes up from like a cheer or a sub or anything like that, because they're two different applications. So I can't necessarily get the same exact voice off of both of those, if that's what you're talking about. But I haven't changed the voice on the TTS, Doug. I haven't changed the voice on it at all. I don't know. I'll take a look at it. But I haven't changed the voice on it. I just... No. Whatever. You know I look hot, dude. I'll take a look at it, Syke. Sorry, man. I'll see if I can get a robot voice in there or something. But I haven't changed it. All I did was turn it on. So, I don't know. Yeah, sorry, man. I'll try to get your robot voice for the Flight of the Conchord stuff, dude. All right, let's see here. Yo, Wick, Snake Eater. Jesus. Yeah, so insider gaming sources have revealed that Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater Remake will release for the PS5, Xbox Series XS, and Steam. Rumors of a Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater Remake have been circulating for years, but a report from VGC in October 2021 cemented its likelihood. According to VGC, the remake is being developed by Virtuos. Yeah, so from Konami, obviously, we've got Bloober Team working on Silent Hill. We've got talks about Castlevania coming in. We've got Metal Gear Solid. Konami's got a lot of stuff popping off, yeah. Lots of stuff. So we just got to stay tuned for getting more. Silent Hill is going to be the first thing we see, though. Oh, okay, Syke. Yeah, dude. Yeah. Yeah, it's good to see you, brother. PlayStation boss shares disappointing news for PC players. Jim Ryan has shared some disappointing news for those that have been playing Sony's first-party releases on PC. As the years have continued to pass, PlayStation has made more concentrated effort to release its most popular games for PC. While it seems like this focus from Sony is only going to grow larger in the future, Ryan himself has now made clear that the company likely won't ever reach a point where PlayStation titles are coming to PC and consoles at the same time. We knew that, dude. They don't want to anyways. Here's the problem. I think this is where Sony's going to run into a problem. This is what he said. We fully understand the importance of PS5 exclusive titles. As I mentioned earlier, PlayStation Studios' main responsibility is making games for the latest PlayStation hardware that players will enjoy. We are increasing the number of PS5 exclusive games and staggering the release of the PC versions, Ryan said in an interview. I often have the opportunity to ask game fans for their opinions. When I ask them how they feel about the time lag, they often say they feel the release of a PC version 2 or 3 years after the release of the PlayStation version is acceptable? You're full of crap, dude. You mean he forgot to put the "un" in front of acceptable? I think he misheard, or he forgot to say unacceptable, because that's crap, dude. Oh, dude, it's look at that random mode, guys. Let's go. Random mode. Let's go. Nice ferret. All right, let's go, Fat Pat. So here's the problem. I think this is where PlayStation could potentially find themselves. See you, Wick. We've read recently where PC's been trending upwards, PC gaming, even though there are some developers that are doing a terrible job. PC gaming is trending upward for certain companies. Where they're seeing quarter after quarter, PC is bringing in more revenue than it ever has before. And it's not that console isn't still making money, but there's definitely some numbers to be paid attention to as of recent, right? Wick, stop, dude. So I think that PlayStation, if that trend continues, right? If that trend continues, PlayStation might find themselves in a difficult situation where they have to potentially get to a point where they're willing to release games day one on PC. Now, will that mean that all of their proprietary titles will also be PC releases? Absolutely not. Does that mean all of their proprietary titles will also go to PC? Absolutely not. But I think that if the tides continue to turn towards PC gaming being a more relevant and money-making market for the industry, then you're going to have to see Sony change their ways. They don't want to change. They never have. And this is one of the biggest things I've said this whole time about like the, potential acquisition of Activision Blizzard by Microsoft is PlayStation hasn't wanted that to happen because they know it's going to affect the way they do business. That's one of the biggest things about it. They've actually been anti-competitive because they don't want it to happen because they know it's going to change the way they have to do things to an extent, and especially potentially in the future for sure. So if the PC market for gaming continues to trend upwards, it continues to be successful, more people get into the PC side of gaming, Sony and PlayStation aren't going to be able to not move more into the PC side of things, meaning day one releases probably. But it just depends on if it keeps trending that way or not. Xbox Game Pass is losing 5 more games at the end of May 2023. Xbox Game Pass subscribers about to lose 5 more games. So the games that are arriving would be Massive Chalice, Railway Empire 2, and Chicory A Colorful Tale, to name a few. On May 31st, games that are leaving will be FIFA 21, Evil Genius 2, World Domination, Lawn Mowing Simulator, Floppy Nights, and Europa Universalis 4. All right. If you need more, I'll link it for you. Bakura release date, gameplay, story, and details. I don't know what this is. Have you guys seen this? After being in early access for a time, the recent Indie Live Expo 2023 gave us more details about its release. Here are the details for Bakura, including its release date, gameplay, and story. Check it out. It's not warm anymore, Wick. It's not warm anymore, dude. I don't want to wear it if it's not warm. I wonder if I just put it on my PC if that'll warm it up. That'll work, right? Hack. Eat. Where is the voice acting, dude? Well, I mean, I was trying. Got us a little co-op title here. Is that what this is? Thanks, dude. I'll take that as a compliment coming from you. If you were rating my voice acting. It leaves early access on August 10th. Currently available on Steam. Oh, the game? Alright, yeah. They've got a review of the game right here. It's a co-op side-scrolling platformer game. Players take control of one of two characters, must play the game with a partner. Players cannot play this game solo, nor can they make a computer play with them. Player must find a partner to play this game with. Explain why in a moment. Oh. Game manager, typical platformer elements from moving platforms to elevators, as well as ladders, bridges, and more. If you've played 2D puzzle platformers before, Bakura's gameplay should be very familiar to you. However, there's a catch to this. After a certain part of the game, the levels will start appearing differently for each player. What looks like solid ground for one may actually be a pitfall for the other. What might appear as a ladder for me may just look like the thin air for my friend. This is why communication is important, as the players must properly convey to their partners what they see on the screen. You'll have to work together to get through the game's various obstacles and dangers. Important thing to remember is that only one person needs to buy the game. Their partner can just download the free Bakura Friend Pass. Afterwards, they can play the game with their friend. Of course, this doesn't mean that people with the Friend Pass can just play whenever. Game owner must start the game, then the Friend Pass player can join. Interesting. Yeah. Yeah, that's interesting. If you need more, they've got a review of it also linked in there, so check it out if you're interested. Planet of Lana review. Gentle indie adventure is a fitting Zelda companion. Oh no, where's Cash at, dude? Jesus. Now that I said it, he'll be like, here I am. Pros, intuitive gameplay, short and sweet, gorgeous visuals, good-hearted tone. Cons, repetitive puzzles, slow pace, and sparse story. Debut title for Swedish developer Wishfully Studios. Planet of Lana is a 2D puzzle platformer. Plays like a more gentle version of Limbo. After a quaint village is attacked by an army of mysterious robots, a young girl sets out on a quest to save her friends with the help of an adorable black cat. It's both a minimalistic story told without words and a cinematic sci-fi epic filled with astonishing hand-painted vistas. Though a glacial pace and repetitive puzzle design can leave it feeling short on ideas, Planet of Lana is a meditative adventure worth embarking on. It's a lighthearted tale about protecting the natural world that takes the right notes from Studio Ghibli's playbook. Puzzle platforming. I'm not going to read this whole thing. If you need a quick break from the endless depths of Hyrule, consider saving another beautiful world from an impending disaster. Make sure you stop to pet the cat while you're there. Okay. Let's look at the trailer for this real quick. I think I remember this one, but let's see.
Ima. Hola, Imuri.
Oh my god, that's a cat, dude. It looks like a mouse. It's adorable. Yo, this game's beautiful. I love the cat, dude. Planet of Lana. Yeah, I'll link it for you, dude. I'll link it for you. Yeah, this looks really good. Looks pretty dope. Shoot, man. Yeah, it's new, man. Yeah, I think we saw this not too long ago in a showcase too. Yo, Spooter! Nice. It's really pretty. Man, I miss having a pet. I could have really used a little cuddle buddy past couple of days, you know? Just laying in bed the whole time, feeling trashy. Had like a nice little dog or cat to just keep me company, you know? Oh, dude. Oh, yeah, it does launch tomorrow. There you go. Yeah, there you go. Okay. So launches tomorrow, man. The, here, I'll share this. There you go, dude. There's the Steam page. It's, no price yet. Doesn't show a price yet. No price yet. There's the Steam page. I'll add it to the wish list. I'll try to remember and I'll grab the, I'll pull it back up tomorrow. Scummy tactics. But the, did I link the article already? God dang it, dude. Shut up. Autoplay crap, dude. They've got a, well, they had a link for their like, no, I guess not. If you want to read this whole thing though, $70? No way, dude. No way. That's a Blizzard price. Why PlayStation is so secretive? Mortal Kombat 1 trailer gore. PS5 Slim hopes. Yeah, this is what. This is why I pulled it up. See if they had any actual information on this. I was pretty sure it was just going to be like speculation. It was clickbait, dude. It was just clickbait. Clickbait. We're gonna move on. Xbox sale discounts, one of the best strategy games ever to under $3. So on the Xbox digital storefront, they've got a Super Saver sale going on. Fire Access Games critically acclaimed XCOM 2 is $3. Now, there's a lot of DLC normally for XCOM 2 as well. So if you take a look at like even on the
Ima.
the storefront for Steam, you'll see like the collection, the Ultimate Collection, and like all the DLC. So they've got a number of different DLC in here. A couple of them are supposed to be pretty, like the War of the Chosen, I think, is supposed to be pretty extensive. But just know, I think you still get a good chunk of content, dude, for just base XCOM 2. But just know that if they're running a sale, you can potentially get a DLC on sale as well. So you might check into that, okay? Yeah, 87 out of 100 on Metacritic. Very positive on Steam. Over 85,000 reviews. Yep. Pretty solid game at a very low price point right there on Xbox if you guys want it. There's your link. Bat Boy release date, gameplay story, and details. Bat Boy. For your allies with the power of baseball, here are the details for Bat Boy, including its release date, gameplay, and story. Sorry, Wick, but Pirates fans probably won't be able to get past the tutorial, dude. Yo, this is some old school looking stuff, dude. Holy crap. Yeah, I know, me too, Miss Bat. Yeah. Yeah, this is some like old, it's like got Mega Man vibes to it. Yo, this was like the Nintendo Jam back in the day. You know, this was like all the Nintendo games, man. Commander Keen. God dang, dude, that sounds so familiar, but I can't picture it. Okay, that was worth putting into the end there, I guess. Comes out on May 25th for PS4, PS5, Xbox, XNS, and PC. Gives a, I mean, I think we all watched it. You can see exactly what it was. That's a throwback game for sure. I'm sure it's got, you know, it's a modern game, so it's gonna have, it's a modern take on like the retro platforming, side-scrolling, Mega Man-esque kind of titles. You know what I mean? Commander Keen here. I'll link it if anybody's interested. Let me pull up Commander Keen real quick. That sounds so familiar, dude. Oh, yo. Yeah, dude. Holy crap. Look at this noise. Yo, what's MS-DOS? I'm just kidding. Yo, best, calling it right now, best operating system ever. DOS. It wasn't an operating system, really. I loved it, though. You're writing code in DOS right now? Yo, Fat Pat, that's sick, dude. I loved my, like, you know, my first PCs I had, like my old like 386 DX2 and stuff like that. Just rolling around through the file system, like rolling around through DAWs and everything. Yeah, I love those things, man. Yeah, that's awesome, dude. Check it out. Where's the like? Here's some screenshots. Yeah, look at that. Huh? Nice, dude. Escape from Tarkov open map global event now ongoing. So, out of nowhere, a video was uploaded on the Escape from Tarkov Twitter account. The video featured the Fence, one of the game's 8 traitors. In the video, the Fence talked about how his men, scavengers, were limiting entry to all but one of the game's various locations. According to him, this was to make sure that the PMCs would obey their laws, something that the inhabitants of Tarkov valued. Players could only enter one of the game's 9 maps for free. All of the other maps required a specific item to enter. The Twitter account then, quote, retweeted the video, giving players a link to the global event tracking website. This tracker, which is called Open Map from the URL, kept track of the PMC and scav kills in the free-to-enter map. Judging from what Fence said in the video, as well as the information on the tracker, players had to reach a certain number of kills in specific maps to unlock the next free to enter map. Excuse me. This is a global counter, meaning everyone playing the game is contributing to the kill counter. Upon checking the global counter, the player will be able to see which maps they can access for free. The other locations required the player to have specific items to enter them. These items range from sugar cubes, to gas analyzers, even more expensive items, some of which are quest items, more likely to make sure players participate in the ongoing event. It's important to note that scavs can still enter the locations without having to pay with these items. Items the players will have to turn over to access the maps are not currently free to access, changed whenever the free map changed. After the event made its rounds across all the maps, the event moved to its next phase. All bosses had a 100% spawn rate. Not only that, but the goons in Lighthouse were also at a 100% spawn rate. Cultists were also at 100% spawn rate. This meant that players who wanted to farm these bosses, goons and cultists, could do so easily. Not only that, but labs, which normally required a keycard to access, became free to access for everyone. However, the moment labs reached its kill goal for the event, the fence sent a message to all players which said the following: too much blood has been spilled. We don't want to keep this happening in Tarkov. We are reverting to old rules and temporarily retreating into the shadows. And then everything went back to normal. Players were theorizing that this was a pre-wipe event. However, its duration was too short to be one. Normally, pre-wipe events last for days, if not weeks, leading up to the actual wipe. This could just have been a quick event to get players to play the game again. We'll just have to wait and see. Yeah. That's pretty fun, though. That's pretty neat. Take-Two CEO says consumers are limiting game purchases and spending. The CEO of Rockstar Games and GTA parent company Take-Two Interactive says that consumers are being more selective in their game purchase habits. Yeah. So before I even read into this, I know we've had some conversation already this morning about this stuff, and there are an amount of people that are never going to care. They're going to buy whatever they want. They're not going to care. They're not going to pay attention to the trends of a company and whether they do good on products or not. They're going to be people on the opposite side of that, which, like myself, absolutely pay attention. And, if you end up encountering a situation where you, get bit by a company and have to deal with buying a subpar product, you don't normally, want to dive back into supporting that company again, and I think more people have become, aware of that issue over, probably the past like half decade. I've had a lot of comments actually from some of the videos I've posted up on YouTube and stuff like that. I've had more comments than I actually expected of people coming in and saying, I don't pre-order, I don't day one purchase AAA games anymore, things of that nature. And to be fair, it's kind of refreshing to hear people say that, because there are a lot of these companies that don't do a good job anymore. And in my opinion, they shouldn't be supported monetarily. If they're not going, they are a business. And if they're not going to produce a quality product, that product shouldn't be purchased. It shouldn't be bought. And, I think that, like we talked about earlier, there's still a lot of people that do, and it's happened for a long time. There are a lot of these companies that have produced subpar products, and they've gotten away with it for a long time because they lean on their name, or they've leaned on the name of some of their long-standing IPs. And, it's worked for an amount of time, but I think that is not necessarily going to be the case for very much longer. I think more people are starting to pay attention to that. It's not worth it anymore. These names don't really mean anything. These companies have done this for too long, and there'll always be those people that just buy to buy. There are people with more money than they know what to do with. But for a lot of people, money is a big obstacle. That's why I promote sales all the time, and I promote free software all the time, and I promote indie developers that, develop great games at quite often pretty low price points. And I promote AAA developers like Tango that dropped my game of the year on us right now, which is Hi-Fi Rush, at a $30 price point, which is less than half what AAA developers are releasing most of their trash products nowadays. It's definitely one of those things that I think a lot of people have taken into consideration nowadays. Over the past half year, we've seen AAA games rise in price from $60 a pop to $70, and we heard it's inflation and prices needed to rise, but we all know that there was so much monetization going on in the gaming industry anyways, whether it be battle passes or microtransaction shops, or DLC that comes out a month and a half after games release, or, you know, no backwards compatibility on consoles, so they make you double and triple dip to buy games over and over on different platforms. And you know what? There's all kinds of mechanics they've gotten to nowadays in gaming that makes you spend more and more money than you actually should have to. So they're getting their money. It's not like they needed to raise that. It wasn't inflation, man. They want more money for bigger budgets for worse games quite often. These games coming out are not the money that they're asking us for to produce these big budget games is not showing in the quality of the games that they're releasing. And therefore, in my opinion, they shouldn't be able to, you know, people shouldn't be spending money. People should be waiting. People should be waiting until the game releases. They shouldn't be pre-ordering from, I mean, it's different. If there's a company that's proven that they've done a good job, I'd say Capcom's a company that continues to show that they're doing very well. Capcom continues to release pretty solid products. I can't think of a game here recently that they haven't done a fairly solid job of, you know? And Tango does pretty solid job. They're probably one of my favorite AAA developers right now. There are a lot of them that have fallen off and have done a very, very, very terrible job. We're just plagued with bad releases, terrible performance, subpar content, when the marketing side of these games is just boosted at the same budget as the development side, you know, if not maybe even more sometimes, because they want to hype people up about a game that isn't even really worth playing. Redfall, you know. So I don't know. It's a terrible state in the AAA. And not, again, I've called out a couple of AAA developers that are doing very well, I think, and there are more, but there's a lot that are not doing a very good job, and they don't deserve to be supported. They don't deserve to have their products purchased because their products are trash, man. And I think that a big part of this is, like, you know, the $70 price point came in, and I think that's really been a big catalyst for people going, man, I really am going to have to, like, take a step back and take a look at, like, where I can best spend my money. You know, I've seen a lot more articles coming out about since the price point has increased, companies have noted that not as much purchases have been made for their products and things like that. We're going to have to, it's early in, you know, the price point didn't change that long ago. We still need a lot of data to really see what's going on here. But Take-Two Interactive CEO Strauss Zelnick comments on the new $70 price point for current gen games in today's inflation-driven macroeconomic environment. Our findings indicate the new $70 price of games has led to a reduction in unit sales. Current inflation market has forced consumers to carefully weigh spending on nice-to-have entertainment products like video games as they struggle to make ends meet. As a result, gaming's top platform holder, Sony, has sold less titles but generated record revenues on the games sold, indicating that consumers are responding to the new $70 price for games by buying fewer titles, but spending more on the games they buy. We've seen publishers like Sega, Capcom, and Nintendo talk about the new $70 price point during this tough market, with Capcom indicating it may not raise prices, Sega saying that it's not sure on the price hike yet, but it looks like they're going to, and Nintendo confirming that $70 wouldn't be the base price for its new games, but it is for their top tier titles. So basically anything Mario, Zelda, anything like that, $70 is the new price for them. But what about the other game companies like Take-Two Interactive, who publishes breakout hits like Grand Theft Auto? In a recent earnings call, Take-Two Interactive CEO Strauss Zelnick gave a frank and level-headed response to a question about consumers spending to the new $70 price point in current-gen PlayStation 5 and Xbox games. Zelnick says there hasn't been pushback, so to speak, but acknowledges consumers are trying to rein in their spending and purchase $70 games that are safe bets. This would include the Zelda's, Grand Theft Autos, Red Dead Redemptions, and Final Fantasies of the game world. Yeah. Our public survey of over 25,000 respondents tells a different story, with most consumers saying that $70 is too much for AAA games. You can see of that over 25,000 respondents, 5% say 70 is fine. And look, this is going to be fairly consistent with like people that don't see money as an obstacle, right? There's 5% that say they use subscriptions. 23%, 70 only in special cases, and then almost 70%, 68% say $60 max. So here's what Zelnick said concerning the $70 price point. In terms of the price point that you raised, we're not seeing a pushback on frontline price. We're seeing as consumers are seeking to limit their spending by going either to the stuff they really, really care about, blockbusters, or value. Sometimes it could be both. Good news is that we have a bunch of blockbusters. We have a wonderful catalog. The other news is that we also have a robust frontline release schedule. And without regard to price, there's been some pressure as a result. If a consumer sees something is interesting, but not necessarily yet a huge blockbuster, we think that will change. Also said recurrent consumer spending could be impacted even more greatly than game sales. If you have the game, you can enjoy the game. There are certain titles that we don't really put into this category where you kind of have toll booth. If you don't pay, you really can't play, but that doesn't describe any of our titles or mobile or console. So we think of spending in a live services environment as a nice to have for the consumer, not a must have. As a result, if the consumer is feeling in a pinch, that might be an area that would be more likely to be influenced negatively. Yeah. There was a weird like fluxy time way back in the day where like video games could sometimes hit that. But for the longest time now, I mean, it's just been $60 price point has been the norm, right? And again, it's not like they haven't been making their money in other areas. They've found other ways to make their money, which ultimately, has meant they didn't need to raise that initial price point for their games. There's all kinds of other areas they were making their money in. But I do think a big point of it was like, oh, well, it's been so long that we can say, well, it's been this long. So now if we can get a bunch of the other big developers to raise their prices too and get on board with this, it almost seemed like a collaboration between the big AAA companies in the industry, right? And it was like, if it's been so long now that we can say, well, it hasn't raised over this amount of time, and we can just call it inflation. And they didn't expect people to look at it in a very critical kind of way where it was like, you didn't need to do this. You were making your money in other forms and fashions, right? It was you were still making your $70 price point other ways. You didn't need to do this. So I don't know. I think what you are probably going to see here, though, and I think what this might do is this might actually end up being something that separates a little bit. This might be something that changes the way people are looking at games and their worth, right? So while I'm not a fan of the $70 price point change or the price point of big market games, AAA games, what they sell for on release being $70 instead of $60. Now, I'm not a fan of that. Maybe this is the catalyst that was needed to get people to take more of a critical look at whether those games from specific companies are actually worth the risk of spending that money, So, I don't know. Maybe this is not all bad. Maybe this is something that's happened in the industry that will, it kind of looks like it already is getting at least a number of people to take a hard look at, what companies and games are worth investing in. rather than just, taking chances. It's I think a lot of companies saw it as well. It's just 10 more bucks, but 10 more bucks to a lot of people that's a chunk of change, man. $10 more here, 10 more bucks there, 10 more bucks there. I mean, pretty quick that adds up to what another game would have been. So last article I have for the morning, and then we'll take a bit. We'll see if we get any gaming in, but we'll at least hang out and we'll talk about what's going to go on Wednesday for trying to flesh out a bit of a schedule for the 2-year anniversary, getting a bunch of community games going, and I don't know, things like that. But if anybody has anything to add, then let me know, and we'll address it before we move on. I know I mean I haven't been able to do the news in like 3 days now, so I apologize. But so if anybody has anything that you're aware of that I might have missed, because dude, I have not. I've just been in bed. I've been in bed for like 2.5 days. Literally, it feels good to be up, but I'm still pretty beat up. So, but I've missed a lot, I'm sure. So if anybody has anything to add, let me know and we'll address it. Okay. Yo, Cash, what's up, buddy? Yeah, it does add up. It does add up, dude. Yeah, pretty quick. So Alan Wake 2 to launch in October. In an episode of the Monsters, Madness, and Magic podcast, Alan Wake's voice actor Matthew Peretta appears to have leaked the release date for Alan Wake 2. In one line, Peretta said, "I've been working on it. That's supposed to come out in October. We're in the middle of working on it now. In fact, I was just in Finland last week. That's where the company is, Remedy." Bizarrely, just moments later, Peretta refused to give out any further details on the project, stating that he's under strict NDA, and in keeping with that, he doesn't drop a single word about Alan Wake 2. Ever since I saw the initial trailer for this, I've been really psyched. I didn't play the first Alan Wake, but I want to, and we might get that in sometime before too long, because if this is coming out in October, dude, I might try to play this on release. We'll watch the trailer in a moment, but Alan Wake 2 is expected to be as chilling and mysterious as the first game in the series. Could be released during October, spookiest month of the year. In the episode of the Monsters, Madness, and Magic podcast, Peretta explained Alan Wake 2 is going to be really, really good, and it's hard. It's scary. All right, here. Let me pull up the I should have just gone to YouTube. What's wrong with me, dude? I can't think this morning, guys. I'm sorry. Do you have anything more recent? No. No. Let's just watch this from Remedy. If you guys haven't seen this,
Peggy 18.
it's not really like gameplay or anything, but
It
looks pretty gnarly.
With hopes and expectations, looking for an answer. Sometimes it would be better to live with that hope, without ever finding the story. This is not the story you want it to be.
Again, cinematics are not necessarily anything to get super hyped about, but
This story is a monster.
wow, that looks good though. That looks really good. So excited about that. What is original? Is Alan Wake just on? Yeah, there we go. Check that out. Yo, it's on sale right now? How about that? Interesting. 2012, dude. It's been 11 years since Alan Wake. I never played it, man. I never played it. But we might have to play it pretty soon. You know what feels bad? Dude, correct me if I'm wrong. Wait. See something. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. Never mind. I had them confused. Okay, cool. Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm excited to try that. Cool. Good stuff, man. Alan Wake 2 looks dope. I've been interested in this, and if it's coming out in October, which that is not official, that's grain of salt kind of stuff. You know what I mean? We have to wait and see if that's actually going to be the case. But that would be a solid game. I would love to throw into our Scaretober playthrough. If not, I don't know. We've got plenty more time to take up there, and who knows? Maybe we start diving into Resident Evil stuff then, or something like that. But we do have an amount of other games that we've already got lined up in there a bit. So we'll figure it out. But Alan Wake 2, man, I hope it's good. I hope it's good, and I'm getting the itch to play the first one now too. So we'll see how that goes. Whew. It feels good to be back. I wish I felt better. I'm at least good enough to stream a little bit today, which is nice, man. It's been a brutal past couple of days. It feels so bad, dude. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, no doubt, Cash. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, look, I've read plenty of articles about the difference between what games were then and what it is now. But again, I mean, you talk about what they've done to compensate for inflation and stuff. Most of these developers have been getting their money in numerous other ways, right? It's not like they're only making money off the sell point of these games and stuff, you know? So I don't know. It's hard for me to just sit there and go, oh yeah, they needed to for inflation, when there's so many other things, you know, that they're making money off of. So many different ways that it would be different if no games were doing like a plethora of DLC or whatever, you know, but you see it all the time. Oh yeah, Mithril, dude, it's stupid the amount of money they make, you know. So maybe we need to just like take a morning to devote an amount of time to like really diving into the numbers and stuff. You know what I mean? But I read about the numbers all the time. And part of it is what I see from like what Mithril's talking. Dude, they make a ton of money. The gaming industry, it's very polluted too though, right? The gaming industry is polluted because there's so much money to be made if you can do it right. Yeah? So it's not like it's easy. It's not like it's easy. And these big companies obviously have it easier than anybody that's trying to like bust into the market, right? But it's these big companies, they're the ones that are raising the price anyways. Yeah? And right. So it's the big companies, it's not the indie developers. The indie developers aren't the ones that are getting the benefit of this. It's the big companies. It's the big developers. So what we're seeing now is, and dude, some of the more recent things that I read was like 5 to 7 years ago, a big budget AAA game was at roughly $100 to $200 million budget. Nowadays, we're talking like big budget AAA game. GTA 6, they're talking might be breaking the $2 billion budget. $2 billion worth of development. Now, project budget. You're going to take that because it's going to be half of that's going to be development and the other half of that's going to be marketing. Yeah. And it's just I wouldn't be nearly as outspoken about this if it was a surprise to us nowadays in the gaming as the consumer. If it was a surprise to us that we got a bad game. Like, oh my God, that game was terrible. Oh my God, that, like, wow. You hardly ever see that. But that's not the case. It's like the opposite, right? In the AAA side of things, it's like, holy crap, a good game came out. You know? Holy crap, a good game. And they're spending stupid amounts of money on the projects of these games. And yet they want to raise the prices so we spend more on them so they can put more money into their future projects. But they keep producing trash, right? And again, I've called out some of these companies I think are still doing a decent job. But there are a lot of them that are not. And I just don't understand, like, I mean, in my opinion, I don't see how we can just keep letting them get away with that, right? Even if you want to talk about nowadays, if we're talking a big AAA budget game is going to be breaking the $1 billion threshold of a project, then you're talking like a mediocre AAA game is going to be at 500 mil. So 250 of that is going to be development, 250 million for, marketing. And then the game gets pushed out and it's just a hot piece of garbage. Why do they need more money? Right? Especially when the indie side of things, you hardly, like we get so many good indie games. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I agree there, Ferret. I agree. And obviously, like I just said, if video games are getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, so they entail bigger and, like quite often, it's hard to grasp the magnitude of everything that goes into all the teams that combine to make some of these massive worlds, right? I agree, Casual. I agree. It's there. I think that each side deals with two different issues, right? The indie side of things quite often is very creative. They've got often indie developers have a very creative vision that they want to share with the world. And the thing that's tough for them is finding the amount of time and overhead and like money and resources to work on that and get that vision put into fruition and pushed out to all of us to take a look at, right? On the flip side, anything that starts off anything that starts off as anything that might be normally, and it's not like we don't get anything that's fairly creative in the AAA space, but I think that anything that starts off in the AAA space as that same kind of thing gets totally watered down and just destroyed quite often through the entirety of like what happens in the AAA development process. They've got all the overhead, all the resources, all the money they need to work on it, but they lose that creativity, right? So it just gets demolished. So it's like they both have like the opposite struggle from one another. I mean, I say this all the time. I mean, thank God for the indie side of gaming quite often. Look, and I'm not saying there aren't because again, my game of the year right now, dude, is Hi-Fi Rush. But again, we're talking about a shadow dropped game. They didn't put anything into the marketing of that game, I don't think, dude. Not really, anyways. There was very, very little that I know of that they put into the marketing side of that game, and they shadow dropped it at a $30 price point. That game was fantastic. And my honorable mention right now, dude, for game this year, and I've still got to play Tears of the Kingdom through and stuff like that, but honorable mention for me right now is an indie game called Dredge. You know? So I don't know. I think quite often that is, it just seems to me anyways, the bigger these companies get, and it's not like there aren't individuals in the company that have these great visions for what needs to be done, but it's like there are too many people in the company that are business minded and not gamers, and it just gets watered down and it loses that pizzazz that was maybe in there in the first place, that uniqueness that really, captivates most of us as gamers. And it's not that there haven't been great AAA games, Yeah, exactly, dude. Exactly. Exactly. So I don't know. That's just the way it comes off to me anyways. And man, I mean, to be fair, if again, if it was the opposite way around, if we were in a situation where we were surprised by the occasional bad AAA game, you know what I mean? I wouldn't raise a stink about this. At least it would be a very rare thing where I would bring it up whenever a bad game came out. And I'd be like, why do they need so much money if they're just producing crap? But I wouldn't have to talk about it all the time. As opposed, if it was the fact that most the games that we got, because it doesn't make sense, they've got that much money to throw into budgets of game development, and these games come out like Redfall and Jedi Survivor and Wolong and Wild Hearts. And I mean, the list goes on and on and on and on and on and on and on, right? So we're surprised when we get good games, which it shouldn't be the case. They've got so many resources and so much budget to put into the games, and they're just trash. It's just mind-blowing, dude. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. So I don't know. I think that's, again, I'm hoping that maybe that $70 price point is something that gets people to take a closer look at where they should and shouldn't be spending their money maybe for these AAA games, Well, yeah, I mean, we've talked about that too, Miss Bow. We talked about it this morning. I think, again, yeah, people do still buy them. But I think one of the things, again, I'm gonna touch base on this again, because I've had, for a long time, I felt like almost alone in the way I approach these kinds of things. Not that there haven't been other people that have expressed some of the same kind of sentiments to an extent, but I've been doing a better job at cutting some of my news segments out and putting them up on YouTube, and just to see really what people's reaction would be. And I've had a lot more people commenting with the same kinds of feelings that I have about, I haven't purchased AAA games. I've had people say, I haven't purchased AAA games for 7 years now. Or, I don't buy AAA games anymore on release. I don't pre-order them either. I wait until they come out, and if they review well, then I'll think about buying them. It's things like that I think that, are there definitely still a lot of people out there that are spending money just, nonchalantly on whatever. It doesn't matter to them. Absolutely. Yeah, there will always be those people that do that. But I think that maybe there's a bit of a changeover now. Maybe the $70 price point's part of it. I don't know. I think QA is a big issue. I don't. Here's my thing, Fat Pat, is most of it lack of QA? Are they just cutting corners that much? Are they just cutting the QA out entirely? Because look, man, I mean, it almost feels like that. You know what I mean? Or are they just not listening to them? I don't know which one it is, man. Well, and see, I've been saying that for a long time too, buddy. So connectivity it should be still looked at as a utility. It should be looked at as a tool, not a crutch, dude. All these developers look at it as just push it. We know it's broke, just push it. We'll fix it after the fact. They just lean on the internet and connectivity of them being able to touch the game after the fact as a flipping crutch instead of a utility and a tool, man. It's disgusting. And I've been saying this for a long time, brother. They should be getting back to that mindset. You know what I mean? Many of these developers have lost that, and they need to get back to that mindset of the way it was previously, like you're talking about, man, of where a game had to be fleshed out, dude. And none of us expect a game to be perfect on release, but developers need to get back to that mindset of a game needs to be pretty dang good on release. Is it nice that they're able to touch it quite often after the fact, fix some unforeseen things, add some new content? Absolutely, dude. That's the great thing about having that connectivity. But it should not be a crutch, man. Yeah. Yeah, fair. I agree, dude. I agree. I mean, I've gotten to the point where about the only time I really buy into one anymore is because I stream, right? And it's like, if you guys seem interested and I'm a little bit interested too, then I'll buy into it day one or whatever. But I've been disappointed too, man, quite often. More often than not anymore, I'm disappointed. Elden Ring sucked on PC on day one. Hogwarts Legacy sucked on PC day one. Scorn was trash. Not performance wise. The other two were performance. Scorn was just balls content wise. It was terrible. Um, and it's like I'm just. That's why I don't know, man. Even as a content creator and somebody that streams almost every day when I'm not sick, I almost feel obligated to be trying these games out. But I with the way that I talk to you guys about the way I feel about it all the time too, I have a hard time, dude, anymore. A lot of these titles, a lot of these developers and stuff, I won't do it anymore. It's just like Armored Core is coming out, and I'm a sucker for mech games, dude. But that's a From Software game. They are notoriously trash for their PC releases, just like Elden Ring was, and I won't buy it on release. I'll wait and see how it feels on PC. I'll see what reviews say about it on PC, and if it's good, then I'll buy it. But I won't buy it day one. There's no way. Kaz is going to say Tears of the Kingdom doesn't have PC performance issues. Uh, and what I'll say to that, Cash, is that it actually performs way better on PC than it ever will on Switch. That's why so many people look, dude. I had to comment to somebody the other day on one of my videos. Um, Somebody tried to comment on one of my YouTube videos. It was about how bad, it was about like it was like we read an article about it was the fifth patches coming out for Jedi Survivor already, and the game was still broken. And somebody tried to say called PC gaming was trash, and that PC gaming would never get away with Tears of the Kingdom, which ran at 720p and 30 frames. And I had to blow that guy out of the water. And I was like, first of all, I said, PC gaming isn't trash. I said, many developers suck at PC game development optimization, which is a completely different issue. Second of all, I said the reason there are so many people emulating Tears of the Kingdom on PC right now instead of playing it on their Switch is because it plays at a much better resolution and a higher frame rate in a genre of game that you benefit from more frames at. You know what I mean? So I hate it when people try to make like stupid arguments like that, dude. I don't reply to a lot of the comments on my YouTube videos, but dude, that one really burnt me up. Oh, dude, yeah, 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 yeah. Fat Pat, it is, dude. Yeah, it's 8-year-old mobile hardware, dude. Yeah, it's definitely. Look, it was never going to age very well, anyways, because it's mobile hardware, and they've really tried to stretch that thing out, dude. I've been talking about it for years now that they needed new hardware. I mean, what they've gotten done with like Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, I think what they got done with Breath of the Wild was substantial for that hardware. Yeah, you haven't seen very many other developers get something like that done on that hardware. So I'll give them kudos for that. But what they could have gotten done with modern hardware, even modern-ish hardware, would have been spectacular. Well, let's be fair here, Cash. We're not talking about a game having or not having performance issues from the developer either. So if you want to get onto that route of discussing things, the PC, the gaming enthusiast community does a fantastic job of taking games and emulating them over onto other hardware, modding them to get rid of performance issues. I mean, you name it, man. So it's not like Nintendo did that. Yeah. Nintendo didn't put it on PC, man. Right? So Fat Pat, I'm sorry, man. That's another issue that sucks for us, though, right? It doesn't change the fact Nintendo didn't do it. Nintendo didn't make the emulator. Nintendo didn't get the game to perform at the higher resolution and frame rates. They didn't do any of that stuff. It was all a community behind getting the game to run on better hardware, on software that emulates what the original hardware was. I don't think they've ever released any game on PC. Choice. Yeah, I mean, I guess if you want to get technical about it, Tears of the Kingdom did release on PC before it released on Switch, dude. um, yeah, I don't know, dude. And I mean, that's another thing that like the modding community has actually saved a lot of the developers before too. Like with Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade, that was a trash port by Square Enix. Square Enix is traditionally terrible at their PC ports, by the way. They released Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade. What it was mid December of 2021, and it was terrible, terrible, and they didn't fix it forever, ever. And it was the modding community that came in and fixed the game. It wasn't even them. Oh, my bad. Yeah, my audio was a bit wonky. There you go. My bad. Here, I got you, dude. Where is that? There you go. There you go. You should have those back now. Sorry, Cash. You got the points back, dude. You can run it again. My bad. I'm brain fogged, man. I've just been so sick and out of it, man. It's been a rough couple of days. So I don't know, man. Well, let's go do some. Let's go do some. God dang, dude. Start getting spammed. Yeah. Oh man. I need to make that GIF a little bit bigger. I need to turn you down. You're always up in here like caps locking and screaming at everybody. You're so aggro, dude.
Alright, that one was on me.
You're so aggro. Appreciate you guys. Sorry I've been sick, man. It sucks. Of course I took a few days off because I needed it, and then I got sick right after too, so that's total balls. It sucks. I'm gonna try to have some things done by the anniversary on Wednesday. Oh yeah, on the anniversary too, dude. We've got the PlayStation Showcase. We're gonna be watching that day also at 3 o'clock. So is he gonna play Overwatch? No, dude, I hate being sick. I absolutely hate being sick, dude. It's the worst. I despise it so much. I hate feeling like that. Plus, it's not good for my back to be laying in bed for 2 days straight. My back's all jacked up now too. So, my stomach hurts. My back hurts. I'm a hot mess, dude. But I mean, I'll always apologize for missing time. I like being here as often as I can, and I enjoy hanging out with you guys and talking about this stuff and doing what we do, man. So, not being able to be here makes me feel bad, and I'll always apologize for that. I just appreciate, how, you guys are always understanding about everything, and that makes me feel okay about stuff. So I appreciate that. But we'll go do some. I'm just gonna fill up my coffee. I'm not gonna do anything else, dude. I'm just gonna fill up my coffee, and then we'll talk about schedule for Wednesday and everything. Okay. I don't know that I'll do gaming today. We might start up some V-Rising tomorrow though. Kind of discount this month. I'll give you your sub back, dude. I'll give you your sub back. Yeah, I'll refund it. Yeah, I know, Cash. I know. Sorry. Yeah, I don't know. We'll move on. We'll do that stuff. I'll just segue out of here real quick. Let's get some music going. That Loop Hero, those Loop Hero vibes. Boop. Nice. All right. All right. Well, we'll go do some other stuff, but if anybody's checking out this new segment, we got all previous news segments. We got clips from news segments. We got funny clips and highlights from gameplay, and we got entire playthroughs and stuff out there on the YouTube channel and the Twitch channel. So if anybody's interested, you've been watching any of that content, and you're enjoying what you're seeing, man, I would prompt you to come hang out with us. We would love to have more like-minded people come be a part of what we do, and we go live at 6 a.m. almost every day. 6 a.m. CST almost every single day. Sorry I've been sick lately, but we start off with video gaming news and we dive into gaming content most days. So come hang out with us, have a good time, and be cool peoples, man. Cool. Other than that, stay healthy, stay safe, be kind. I'll catch everybody tomorrow for more news. Cool.